Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you Game 3 in, I believe, what is a best of 3 matchup between MadFrog and Tarson. Game 1 and Game 2 were absolutely just some of the best Terran versus Zerg I have seen in quite some time. Really interesting gameplay by Tarson, really interesting gameplay by MadFrog. Tarson's quickly becoming one of my favorite Terran players to watch for new strategies and innovative, along with the little one. Back over here, we see MadFrog spawning as the red Zerg player over here on the south side of the map. Meanwhile, we have Tarson spawning over here on the north side of the map. So Tarson versus MadFrog here on... Did I call this... this is Desert Oasis, not Blistering Sands. I'm sorry if I called it Blistering Sands earlier. Don't even remember. But MadFrog continuing to just produce more units. Tarson building a supply depot away from his front door. There is a long walk from the starting location to the front door on this map, so perhaps he was trying to go for a very interesting build. As a refinery now being placed down before a barracks. What we may be seeing is some sort of Banshee harassment. Now, there is already one Overlord now moving out, so the only real way that this Banshee harassment will work if Tarson tries to go for a one base double starport Banshee harassment and using very early gas. Over here we do see that the barracks is now being placed down, most likely a tech lab there, and then a supply depot there. So we'll have the front door completed, but units will be able to gather up over here very easily. Overlord now moving in, already sees the gas, and he has to suspect that something's up as that extractor is currently being built. MadFrog now getting that spawning pool, may try to has to make a couple decisions. Will he go for that metabolic boost early, or try to go for tier 2, try to train up additional queens, or try to even expand at this point in the game, as an expansion would give him a strong economic lead. We should be seeing a factory thrown down in just a moment, as we are now sitting at, what, 200... Oh, the tech lab now being thrown down. Upgrading to an orbital command. So we are not going for a factory. That's a little bit curious as well. Perhaps we'll see a factory a supply depot now being placed down there. Not quite sure why we see the early supply depot. He's not going to be supply locked for quite some time, as the orbital command is still being upgraded and the barracks is still being upgraded. Now we see a later Reaper coming in from Tarson, so this is not any sort of 9 Reaper opening. This was the early refinery was so that he could train the early Reaper and get that the nitro packs even earlier. We should be seeing some sort of I gotta assume that we should see a factory at some point, but Tarson does really like his infantry units. We do see another barracks being thrown down, so it does look like it's just gonna be a very heavy Reaper play against MadFrog. MadFrog now getting some spine crawlers in position, wants to make sure that Reapers are not able to come in. One of the things to note, since the beta, there is now a chasm along this backside, so Reapers cannot jump up and down this location. That's why these two spine crawlers essentially cover the whole entire portion of the map. Very nice. These and the mineral line is much more protected than the original beta. Back over here, another barracks being placed down, and now we see Tarson sitting on a large amount of minerals. Is he throwing down a command center for some sort of expansion attempt, or is he going to continue to build more and more barracks? In comes a command center, as we now have a Reaper with an SCV over here. The Queen does not see anything just quite yet, so this is all going to be a matter of time to figure out what's going to be happening. Tarson does see the spine crawlers, so he does know that there are spine crawlers there, and really unable to really do any sort of pressure, so those Reapers may be ill spent at this time. MadFrog learning his lesson from a previous game, don't want to say which one, don't want to spoil it, now has